Catch 'em all.
IAmBlaaah takes over. Hey everybody, IAmBlaaah and Kyle is famous. This is the first day of the takeover of ArossGames, my boyfriend's channel. Some of you guys probably know me. Hopefully if you join the streams and stuff. But Kyle is famous and let's get started with that. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. I would like more information about that. Kyle is a host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. I'm just imagining Kyle Massey. All of you are probably too young to know who that is. Oh God. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly, and in the last year, the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Well, that just sounds kind of rude. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Now that's a good thing. Kyle's doing a good thing there. And they didn't call us a dumpy white man. So, I mean, it's a good thing. Most other shows are dedicating to discussing Kyle and his personal details. That's just creepy. There's a place for that. It's called YouTube. Now, most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. I refuse to believe that only talk shows are talking about Kyle and the only clips on the internet are from Kyle's latest broadcast. Is Kyle just taking over the world? Is he just literally taking over the world and literally only people can see stuff about Kyle's show? The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Alright, step over, Marvel. Step over, Disney. It's Kyle's turn. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Did Kyle not prepare anything before this? Kyle, are you this bad? Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Alright, let's start preparing. That's an option there. Kyle's first is just why do I keep picking word games? I can't talk. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. We wither away, or we exit the bed. Let's get out of bed. Oh, okay. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. We can open the closet, sit at the desk, scavenge. Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for bugs and gossip. Let's do. Alright, I have questions about this. One, how can I hear so good? Kyle is superhuman. He can hear very well through his carpet. And also Kyle has spent 3 hours getting out of bed. It took him an hour to decide to listen in on his neighbors. Kyle, what's wrong with you, man? Alright, Kyle firmly pressed his ear into the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. It took them an hour to say that? Oh. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fight misdoers. There was a stunned silence. Then a door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. That's quite enough. Kyle returned to the center of his bedroom. What's this? What's this? I can't. Okay. Let's get dressed. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Let's choose an outfit. Kyle decided to take some time and choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. Jeans and swimming goggles, skunk pasties, suit of armor. Let's try to go a little normal here. Let's go with the slick suit. Kyle miraculously crammed. What? Kyle why do I keep doing this to myself? Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets are filled with random knickknacks. Back to the room. And let's sit at the desk. We gotta have some stuff on the desk, right? Kyle made his way over to the desk and sat down. Let's check the desk drawer. Kyle opened up the side drawer on his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. Let's get the key. The key. Kyle grabbed the small key he kept in his desk. Write notes. Write notes. Kyle wrote down his first question. Are you a mother? Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Are you a mother? Game, no. Please? Can I click? Okay. Kyle wrote down his second question. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed or blended? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? I feel like the most interesting question here is ever eaten a raw egg whole. Please? I want to pick it. I want to pick this option. Is it the game's fault or is it the mouse's fault? I'm gonna blame the mouse. Okay, I almost hit a bad question. Kyle wrote down his third question. What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. That doesn't surprise me about Kyle, but let's stick to about the guest and the one that's not insulting. Kyle wrote down his last question. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? So what's your guilty pleasure? Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Okay, that's fine. I thought you just ripped it all up. Let's go back to the room. Let's exit the bedroom. Kyle walked into a small hallway that connects the room and his apartment together. Check the locked door. Move to the kitchen. Kyle walks over to a strange door in the hallway and found force the door with the forehead. All right, let's not do that. Let's get some breakfast. Let's open the fridge. Kyle opened the fridge intending to find something to eat. Eat crust on the fridge wall. Eat the fridge. Prepare breakfast or eat condiments. Now, we already said we're going the most normal route possible, so let's just prepare some breakfast and we'll be like a skeleton later. Alright, so Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast along with a small fruit cup and grilled sausage. Eat, smash. I want to say that was a misclick, but it wasn't. Kyle smashed his breakfast to a pulp using both fists. Kyle, we gotta go interview. Did we miss the interview? Oh, Kyle hurried to the set. Okay, good. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Let's approach Rachel. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking at him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. 'Cause I'm a robot. Kyle responded, scream and spin in circles, or let's answer politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest. Shake hands. I narrate everything I do. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, that doesn't sound right. Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. Ooh, After a moment after seating, the studio lights brighten and the cameras click on, and I can't hear myself think. Gossip about neighbor, start broadcast. Let's gossip about the neighbor, because that's in blue. Good evening, everybody, said Kyle. My neighbor is a bug vigilante. With nothing more to say on the matter, he fell silent. Rachel, also on camera, stared at her hands and wondered when she was going to be introduced. I thought we were going to talk about the gossip I heard from my neighbor, not gossip about my neighbor. Whoops. The producer started cutting to different camera angles to break the tension. I feel like that just adds more tension. Kyle continued to be silent and stare forward blankly. After several minutes, neighbor Gabby walked out onto set. "Hi, everybody," she said, smiling hollowly. "My name is Gabby, and I am not a bug vigilante." False. Kyle looked at Gabby and then returned to staring forwards. Why does this game not have art? This is amazing. Gabby began to reply, but was interrupted by bug-shaped intercom on her belt. "Bug girl," it squawked. "A robbery is in progress on East 3rd. Report immediate." Gabby threw the intercom on the ground and crushed it under her foot. "Those are expensive. That was a bad move, Gabby." After a beat, she spoke again. "Something has come up suddenly, and I must go." Gabby left the set. "Well," said Kyle, "that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us, Rachel." Kyle got up, shook Rachel's hand again, and walked past the cameras, leaving her alone. Not knowing what else to do, the producer ended the broadcast. In the coming days, fans of both Rachel and Kyle dubbed this show as a masterpiece of television. Stay Up Late with Kyle's online pages were updated to reflect this broadcast as the most popular ever. Kyle's producer later tried to have Rachel on the show again, but she was very, very, very busy. Alright, we got one ending. Kyle talked about Gabby. I feel bad for Rachel. We got time for another round. Let's reset. Let's do it again. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Let's wither away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered and successfully and died. Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. I don't know if I'm just tired or if the game is honestly this hilarious. Let's get out of bed anyways. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his room. Let's go get dressed. We'll choose an outfit. We're a ghost now, so let's wear jeans and swimming goggles. Kyle's decided on a fashion-forward style of casual style. I'm adding words. He could barely see out of the goggles. There wasn't anything really at the desk, and last time I wrote notes and it took forever, and it didn't matter anyways. Let's go to the kitchen. Oh wait, no, go back to the hallway, we'll check the locked door. Float through as a ghost, 'cause we're ghosts now. Kyle used his ghostly powers to walk straight through the door. See guys, I told you we're a ghost. Kyle found himself in the room he stashed his various items to, sent by fans. Let's check the sewing machine. Kyle walked over to the dilapidated sewing machine. Its box was only half removed. Well, that was god-awful. There was nothing. Kyle walked through the small... Float through the side... That wasn't there before, I don't think. Let's float through the side door. Oh, the locked door is the side door. All right. Let's, we have 12 hours. Let's leave the apartment. Let's visit the downstairs neighbor. I didn't read that because I'm a professional. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly, not caring that he was a ghost. Greeton started a conversation. "Good morning, neighbor," said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. "Let's ask Gabby about Rachel." "Gabby," Kyle asked, "what are your thoughts about Rachel May?" "Oh, Rachel," Gabby said, "she's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work."
Gabby's a whore.
God dang it, I knew that was gonna happen. Gabby is not a whore, she is a bug vigilante. She keeps these streets safe.
She's a bug whore.
Her generous acts have inspired more good work than bad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left. Why does Kyle have a TV show when he can't talk to people? Back to the street. Let's go visit the tech store. Kyle walked into the clean white tech store, known as Pears, because Apple is copyrighted. Haha. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot with flashing lights. Ask the attendant for free samples at a tech store, or steal Techno Jim. Let's steal Techno Jim and see if we can summon the bug vigilante Gabby. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Jim by the shoulders. Finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to pull upwards forcefully. Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. How many times has this happened to Kyle? Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of da-da-da-da-da. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking at him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded, to answer politely, because I'm not ready to scream and run around in circles yet. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest. After other mild exchange of... It still doesn't make sense. Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. I can think again. After a moment of... never mind, I can't think ever. What am I doing? Okay, after a minute of... I did it again. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Let's start the broadcast. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Let's introduce Rachel. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction because I didn't write any notes because it takes me 8 hours. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle. I'm glad to be here. In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor. From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out. Nobody in the studio knew quite what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home. Kyle was left face first on the floor. Kyle prepared by starving himself. So, nobody commented on my outfit, and that's what I'm most upset about right now. Alright, guys. So, we have... What are these? What are those? Santa. Okay. We have two endings. If you guys want to see more of this game, let me know by hitting the like button or just commenting it down in the comments section. It was really nice hanging out with you guys, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you guys later. Peace.